Hello, welcome to Ask Alba. Today, we'll talk about a common topic in interviews. What are the things you should never say in the interview? A lot of our students had asked this simple question, what should I not tell my interviewer? Because sometimes they want to show everything to the interviewer, but the things they said could be sometimes irrelevant or unnecessary. And to make things even worse, the things you said sometimes may have a negative influence on your interview, and that could cause you lose the job opportunity. So, what are the things you should absolutely avoid in your interviews? Today, I'll give you 4 examples. The first thing you should never say in the interview is to ask what does the company do? Because this should be a question that the interviewer asks you rather than letting you ask them. Before your interview, you should have already done enough research about the company. If you ask the interviewer what they do as a company, you're basically telling them that you did no research about the company, you know nothing about the position, and therefore it shows that you have no interest or passion about the position. The second thing you should never say in your interview is the negative experience with your previous company. The logic is very simple because no one is willing to hire someone who brings the negative emotion to the workplace. And therefore, you should always stay neutral and positive in your interview, even though you had some bad experiences. And you may ask, how can I stay positive when describing a bad experiences? Well, there are actually many ways. For example, you can talk about the issue that the previous company had and how you solved this issue. Or you can also talk about the things you have learned in dealing with all those issues. The third thing you should never say in your interview is that although I don't have much experiences, I can do whatever you want me to do. Although this is a very good attitude for young professionals to show that you're willing to learn, it's not something that the interviewer would like to hear. Because what the company wants is to hear someone who brings the talent and experience right away. Therefore, you should always focus on the strengths and the experience that you can bring to the company. If you really have no experience that you can talk about, try to mention some school project or research project that you have done before. And finally, one thing you should never say in your interview is to conclude a sentence with, so yeah. There are so many ways to end a sentence, and the worst one of them is, so yeah, because it makes you sound not professional. Instead of saying, so yeah, you can try to end your own story with, well, that's all about me, or that's my story. Or you can even ask your own question to the interviewer and make the whole interview more conversational. So that's the 4 things you should never say in your interview. And please leave a comment below if you think there's any important things that you should never say. And please let us know what you want to say in the next video. Stay tuned. Thank you.